All right. Welcome to the Ask a Swim Pro show. Welcome to the Ask a Swim Pro show. We are live outside, and today we are talking about how to make a swimming comeback, more specifically technique tips. So I want to welcome everyone from around the world. Thank you so much for tuning in for this special edition of the Ask a Swim Pro show. Let me know in the comments where you're coming from. I apologize in advance for the wind. It's kind of breezy. I'm outside trying to take advantage of this pure Michigan weather. We got some people watching. What's going on, Brian Young? How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Hope everyone is staying safe, staying healthy, trying to do your best to empower this public health crisis we're in the middle of right now. What's up, Max? All right, so let me know in the comments where you guys are coming from. And also, I want to hear from you guys if your pools are back open. I know we've been talking every single live what the pool situation is like. So let me know if you guys are able to get back in the pool, if you're swimming in open water. What does your current situation look like right now? Let me know in the comments. And then just a couple of seconds, probably minutes, we're going to start talking about how to focus on technique when you're making that comeback. You know, myself, I didn't swim for like 10 weeks. And then I got back into the open water. I still have not actually gone in a swimming pool for about over 3 months now. It's been over 3 months. So since March, I haven't been able to swim in a swimming pool. So I've been swimming in open water. You know, I live in Michigan. Lake St. Clair is behind me. And the water has gotten a lot warmer. So even though I've been training with a wetsuit, I just got out there into the open water. And I was swimming a little bit, trying to get in my distance. But one thing that I really noticed when I got into the open water is how quickly my technique fell apart. So I would be swimming, right? I feel really good. And then after like 400 meters, my technique just goes down the drain. And I think it's, you know, the lack of swimming. You know, at the end of the day, when you swim, you develop a feel of the water. And if you don't get in the water at all, it's really difficult to kind of maintain that feel of the water. So for me, what I realize is I swim a lot slower in the beginning. I can't swim really fast. So if you start out too quickly, and this is a big mistake that a lot of swimmers make when they do their comeback, they go too fast. So you feel really good. Like when you get back in the water, whether you're swimming in the pool or the ocean or the lake, wherever you're swimming, you feel really, really good when you get started. And then you swim and you're like, all right, I feel good. Here we go. We're going for 2K. We're going for 3K, whatever it is. You feel really good. And then all of a sudden, you just start to fall apart. And what happens is your arm, you actually lose that catch of the water. Your arm just starts to pull flat. And what ends up happening is your technique falls apart. Your efficiency goes down the drain. Your distance per stroke goes down. And if you remember in swimming, we're trying to maximize distance per stroke. We're trying to take longer strokes. So it doesn't make any sense to swim with poor technique and then your arm kind of just falls, right? When you're swimming and your arms just kind of fall and you feel, and then what happens is if you lift your head up, especially in open water, if you lift your head up, then your butt starts to sink. And as your butt starts to sink, then your legs start to drag. And then basically next thing you know, you're basically just swimming like this and you're just plowing through the water. And even with a wetsuit, I will tell you, wetsuits help a lot. But so even with a wetsuit, keeping your hips up, and even when you spot and you lift your head up and the water line is right here, if you haven't been swimming, your body position is going to be poorer, not as good as it was when you're swimming regularly. Because what happens is not only do you develop when you swim regularly technique and feel the water with your upper body, but your core actually stabilizes and you build core strength. And more specifically, you have core stability. So that way, when you're swimming, your body is basically moving flat. And so what happens is if you don't swim for like 3 months, whether you don't swim in a pool, and it doesn't really matter how much dry land you do, this is still going to fatigue. So, I mean, I've been staying in pretty good shape. I'm doing dry land in my swim prep. I've been doing pull-ups, right? So physically, you know, from an aerobic standpoint, I'm still in really good shape. But when I swim, I don't have, it's not the same, okay? There's only so much that your dry land training can transfer over to the pool. Yes, there are things you can do with resistance bands, you can do pull-ups, you can do core stability, you can do planks, you can do all that great stuff. But fundamentally, at the end of the day, you're never going to be able to replicate that feel of the water that you get when you put your fingertips in the water, that stability of your core and keeping your body flat. That is something that you cannot replicate. So to combat that, it's really smart when you do get back into the water. And for me, I still haven't gotten into the pool. It's funny because I'm looking at a swimming pool right there. It's a beautiful pool. It's filled with water, but it's not open right now. So it's really difficult. to kind of like look at this, and I'm like, oh, the pool's right there. It's so beautiful. But there is a beautiful lake behind me, and this is where I've been open water swimming. Anyway, when you get back into the pool or the lake, it's really important you focus on, I'd say, two major elements. Number one is the upper body stroke technique, your hands feel the water, right? So you stick your hands in the water, you fingertips first. Okay, now here's the pro tip. When you stick your fingertips in the water, don't let your arm fall down. This is a big mistake. Pro swimmers and any swimmer really kind of does this. It's your instinct. Okay, I got to pull the water immediately. So even if you have a high elbow catch, it's your instinct to want to pull your arm down. And what I'm telling you is, let's pretend the horizon that like behind me. Look at the horizon with the clouds and the land. Let's say that's the water level. So you stick your hand underneath the surface of the water, and then you want to maintain as long as possible before you pull down. So if the water line is the horizon, you stick your fingertips underneath the surface, and you want to reach as far as you can before you drop your fingertips to get that high elbow catch. Oftentimes, this is what swimmers do, and this is what I feel when I get getting back in the water. You stick your hand in the water, and then immediately it starts to pull down. And then by the time you actually get a high elbow catch, you're already so deep underneath the water. So it's really important that you focus on when your fingertips hit, you reach that extension before you actually start to curl your fingertips down and go for that high elbow early vertical forearm. So I really encourage everyone, when you get back in the pool or the open water, I mean, this is even when you're not, when you've been swimming regularly for a long period of time, but especially when you're getting back in the pool or the lake and you've taken a really long break, I highly encourage you to focus on this main tip right here, where you stick your fingertips in, pull down, and don't let your hand drop immediately. And this makes you slow down a little bit. You got to stretch it out. You increase your max distance per stroke, increase your efficiency. It's not about moving your arms fast. We don't want to do that. That is not the goal. The goal is not to move your arms fast. If you're in open water and you're spotting, try your best to keep your legs up, your hips up. You don't want your butt to sag in the water. You do that is just by putting your head down. Spot safety of your own open water. And you want to feel downhill. You want to feel like you're literally swimming in negative gravity. So meaning your hips are downhill. And if you can focus on that feeling of swimming downhill, especially when you're getting back into the water, as you build your strength, you re-engage with the water, it's going to make it a lot easier max distance per stroke, and you're going to swim faster using less energy. So I hope you guys enjoyed those two tips. Let me look at the questions now. I've been ignoring. Hello from Canada. Thanks for posting such a beautiful background. Oh, thanks, Steph. Appreciate it. Jose, inspired, coming back from Uganda. What's going on? Max from Ukraine. Excellent. Hello from India. Raul. On Friday, I'm going to swim. Amira, yes. Awesome. Okay. Hello from Brazil. Hello from Egypt. Zayak and Tequayas. Bad quality. Well, I hope the internet connection gets a little bit faster. Sorry, guys. Live streaming here in the open seas. Hello from Tunisia. What's going on? Brazil, Egypt. A lot of people from Egypt, it looks like, and Brazil. Wow. Oh, Canada, from Turkey, from Morocco. Hey, everyone. What's going on? Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, I'm currently broadcasting on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at the same time. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in for this special edition of Ask a Swim Pro Show. Let me know what questions you have, important technique tips for making your comeback into the pool or in open water. I know it's a really difficult and crazy time that we're living in right now, but I want everyone to know that we're all in this together. Don't feel like you're kind of in your own world, and it's not fair that you don't have access to a pool and all these things. What's up, Lorenza? From England, everyone. Yeah, so I mean, just for me, just really quick recap, I have been swimming my entire life, and this was the longest period of time in the last 12 years where I didn't go swimming. It's difficult. I was still lucky enough to stay in good shape. I have, at home, I have a pull-up bar. I've been doing dry land in my swimming in a swimming pool yet. I don't have in the swimming pool, and at the end of the day, this is a once in 100-year event, so hopefully the pools can stay open. They might close again, we don't really know, but take advantage of what you have. So if you have access to the open water, be safe, go for an open water swim. If you do have access to a pool, hopefully you enjoy it, and let us know with the pictures. Oh, by the way, if you guys have not already joined the My Swim Pro global community group on Facebook. You should join. It's completely free. I don't know why you're not in it if you're not in it. So go to Facebook. If you're on YouTube, and actually if you're on any of these channels and you're not already in the group, go ahead and leave the live stream. I want you to leave. I want the numbers to go down, and I want you to go to Facebook, and I want you to search My Swim Pro Global Community. It is a free group. It's amazing. We have swimmers from over 1,000 of swimmers all over the world, different goals. We have some, former Olympians, professional swimmers. We have beginner swimmers. We have triathletes, people who are learning how to swim. So make sure you go over to Facebook and join the My Swim Pro Global Community group. I want all of you guys to be in the group. If you're watching this right now and you're not in the group, what are you waiting for? Go to the group. All right. Hello from Portugal. Do you feel that the high elbow stroke that you use for freestyle is the same thing that you use for butterfly? This is a great question. Thank you so much for the question, on Facebook. Okay. So the question is the high elbow catch, I demonstrate here, this is the high elbow catch that we talk about in freestyle all the time. Is this the same thing that you do in all the different strokes? So the answer, I'll give a simple answer and I'll give a complicated answer. So the answer is yes, but the answer is really not really. So here's the complicated answer of it. While you do want that concept of a high elbow in all of the strokes, the way you get to it is a little bit different in each stroke, okay? So this is really important. So in freestyle, it's the most straightforward, okay? I'm gonna swim towards the camera, okay? So you stick your hand right in front of your shoulder, right? Whether it's, half a meter in front of your shoulder, and then you reach out and you extend, and then you want your fingertips to curl down, and that's how you get the high elbow catch. And then you pull in a straight line, your body's rotating, but you pull in a straight line all the way behind you. That is how you do it in freestyle. Now, similarly, if we think about long axis strokes, so freestyle and backstroke are very similar in that regard. When you're swimming backstroke, okay, and then you rotate, that catch is this, it's like you're on your stomach doing freestyle, but you're in a different body position. So it's similar but different, and the way you finish is a little bit different. The thing that I want you guys to remember, though, is that you're trying to pull water and leverage as an anchor. Your hand and your forearm is the anchor, and then you're pulling yourself forward. In backstroke, it's the same thing. So in backstroke, you grip the water, that's your anchor, and then you're pulling, start here. You're pulling yourself, and that's the anchor point. And so the more surface area you can put between your hand and your forearm against the water as a leverage point to pull yourself forward, that is what we're looking for. We're looking for the forearm, the fulcrum point, basically. That is what you're grabbing. So in butterfly, it's very, very similar. So in butterfly, you have your arms come forward, you grab the water, and that's your anchor point. So you have your hands, you have your forearms, your whole arm, and that is the thing that's going to pull you forward, right? So from right here, that's my pull, right here. It's a slightly different, mechanics than the freestyle, but the concept's the same in that you want to have a vertical as much as you can forearm to give you that anchor point. Breaststroke's a little bit different, but it's the same concept. In breaststroke, regardless of what your hands do in the front, at some point, you're going to be grabbing the water right here, okay? So when you grab the water, you want that high forearm, and that is what you catch right here. That's the catch, and then you come back forward and you hit the streamline. I hope that helped answer that question. Hopefully you enjoyed that response. All right, let's see who else is jamming in the party. It's two more catch, slow the speed. Okay, so breaststroke. I'll do breaststroke catch for you guys. In your breaststroke, you want to remember pull, kick, glide. Repeat it to yourself in your head. So this is the pull, and that's when you breathe. In breaststroke, you breathe when you pull. Those are kind of at the same time. So it's pull, and then you're going to kick. You can't see my leg. Kick, and then glide. Pull, kick, glide. So you want to sweep out to about your shoulders, come into your nose, and then your thumbs are going to come together. At your nose, they come together, and then you go back down to streamline. Pull, kick, glide. Fantastic. It helped, Pedro. Good. Hopefully that was good. I appreciate you asking the question. Any other questions? Breaststroke, yes, Instagram. Hey guys, so really I want to give you a sneak peek. I'm about to film a dryland challenge workout, and it's going to be a dryland session focused on the core, abs, by one of the fastest swimmer in the world. So we'll be dropping that video to you guys. I'll be doing the workout and kind of walking through it and sharing how I already gave it away. It's a guy, the fastest swimmer in the world. So we'll be sharing that core workout. Stay tuned for a video coming to you really soon. So make sure you're subscribed to all of our social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You guys on TikTok, get on TikTok. If you haven't already downloaded the My Swim Pro app, make sure you download it. Available for iPhone, Android. Get started with a training program so you can swim faster and smarter than ever before. Swimming workouts, dryland workouts, it's all in there. And also make sure you join the Facebook group, My Swim Pro Global Community on Facebook. Just enjoy this live talking about technique when you're making your comeback. Be safe if you're going in the open water. If you're in the pool, make sure you focus on that technique. Focus on the technique if you're in the pool or in the open water. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much. Be sure you like this video, share it with everyone you know, and thank you so much for being a part of the My Swim Pro Global Community. Until next time, we'll catch you guys later.